realize when we reach for the mountain top. Never born in a gold, silver spoon in a mouth, work hard, cause my goal non-stop. Life is no paradise if you fight for survive, if you want make it out and back. It's the road that will lead, Papa tool, keep your focus or else I will slide on you. Enough girl with the like, shouldn't shot, get denied, never pay me no mind, but no. Them a swarm like a fly because I'm on the rise, never want me when I was broke. But when I turn around, I make them catch me now, should I see my potential? It's only I value guys, they want in of them life, woman, I pack a must, that's fact. Thanks for treating me like I wasn't worth your time, stigmatize me, lock me in a box. But no look go on, your loss, pain is a blessing, teaches you lessons, success not come easy, you gotta earn it, the adversities you face will all be worth it, so just one, keep the fire burning, keep the fire burning, oh, then you got this a bad mind, watching a chat, cooking a plan of attack in silence. Say me woulda never make it, but I did. Listen, want to fight, I'ma fight for the dream. Realize when we reach for the mountain top. Never born in a gold, silver spoon in a mouth, work hard, cause my goal non-stop. Life is no paradise if you fight for survive, if you want make it out and it's the road that will lead, Papa tool, keep your focus or else I will slide on you. Enough girl with the like, shouldn't shot, get denied, never pay me no mind, but no. Them a swarm like a fly because I'm on the rise, never want me.
Everybody share.
But when I turn around, I make them catch me now, should I see my potential? It's only I
Hello.
they want in of them life, woman, I pack a must, that's fact. Thanks for treating me like I wasn't worth your time, stigmatize me, lock me in a box. But no look go on, your loss, pain is a blessing, teaches you lessons, success not come easy, you gotta earn it, the adversities you face will all be worth it, so just one, keep the fire burning, keep the fire burning, oh, then you got this a bad mind, watching a chat, cooking a plan of attack in silence, in front of your face, them all smiles, but back of your back, them a pray for your flat line and dead. Are the disease of mankind, envy and jealousy makes a man's eyes get red. Corrupt the man, make things start in darkness, make brother kill brother and all friends kill friend. It's a messed up world we live in, hell on earth. But are these things make you know say that soon come for in world. Oh, don't stop, do your thing, just through the wicked a breed. Look where you started from zero, now you're making that the Nero. Remember the most solid runs from under pressure. Yes, things will get better, just keep your head up. Pain is a blessing, teaches you lessons, success not come easy, you gotta earn it, the adversities you face will all be worth it, so just want keep the fire burning, keep the fire burning. Teaches you lessons, success not come easy, you gotta earn it, the adversities you face will all be worth it, so just
One more time again. Everybody share, please. Everybody come on the page share. And what's going on? Big Fish Fry. You know my party's this Saturday. This Saturday, New Jersey.
Listen, want to fight, I'ma fight for the dream. Realize when we reach for the mountain top. Never born in a gold, silver spoon in a mouth, work hard, cause my goal non-stop. Life is no paradise if you fight for survive, if you want make it out and top. It's the road that will lead, Papa tool, keep your focus or else I will slide on you. Enough girl with the like, shouldn't shot, get denied, never pay me no mind, but no. Them a swarm like a fly because I'm on the rise, never want me when I was broke. But when I turn around, I make them catch me now, should I see my potential? It's only I value guys, them want in of them life, woman, I pack a must, that's fact. Thanks for treating me like I wasn't worth your time, stigmatize me, lock me in a box. But no look go on, your loss, pain is a blessing, teaches Success not come easy. You gotta earn it. The adversities you face will all be worth it. So just go and keep the fire burning. Keep the fire burning. Oh, tell her that is a bad mind. I watch and a chat, cooking a plan of attack in silence. In front of your face, them all smiles, but back of your back, them a pray for your flat line and dead. Are the disease of mankind, envy and jealousy makes a man's eyes get red. Corrupt the man, make him start to darkness, make brother kill brother and all friend kill friend. It's a messed up world we live in, hell on earth. But of these things make you know say God soon come for him world. Oh, don't stop, do your thing. Just through the wicked a breed. Look where you started from zero. Now you're making at the nearer. Remember the most solid rocks from under pressure. Yes, things will get better. Just keep your head up. Pain is a blessing. Teaches you lesson. Success not come easy. You gotta earn it. The adversities you face will all be worth it. So just go and keep the fire burning. Keep the fire burning. Oh, teaching you lesson. Success not come easy. You gotta earn it. The adversities you face will all be worth it. So just go and keep the fire burning. Oh, keep the fire burning. Oh.
Yo, Wagwan. Wagwan, people. That was the voice of Niger Boy. That's coming out on his EP. That song is not released as yet. So if you guys are looking for that song on the net, it's not available as yet. Name of the song and all the thing that might come out soon. So look ready for that. Thanks everyone that's watching. Now before we start talk, sometime I feel like on Instagram if you stay, but anyway, YouTube every now and then I'm go TikTok. But how much are you guys coming to the party? Remember this Saturday, New Jersey? This Saturday coming, Glamour Way and DJ Ray Banky up and Winners Empire represent your country in New Jersey. The biggest party that's going down. It's all going on this Saturday inside of New Jersey. The biggest. Wagwan Patrick, big up yourself. And make sure you check out Storytime newspaper. Right, been around for a long time. Let's see the latest news. Remember, guys, this Saturday, the biggest party that's going down in New Jersey is this Saturday at 247 Fabian Place, Newark, New Jersey. Music by Glamour and DJ Rai, Banky Hype, Winners Empire, hosted by me, Dr. Love, and you can win a ticket for two to Jamaica. And as I said, it's going down this Saturday, admission only $20. So anywhere you come from, you're there in Trenton, New Jersey, Bergen County, Nassau County, Essex County, Union County, as I said, wherever you are, you want to come to the party, it's very easy to get to 247 Fabian Place. And if you're coming from out of state and you want to come to the party, I come from Delaware or Philly or anywhere, and you want to come to the party, but you don't want to drive back after you drink and have so much fun, you can also get an Airbnb or you can get a hotel. You can get a hotel downtown Newark, New Jersey for like anywhere from between $50 to $60 to $100. If a bunch of you come on, you can pool together and pay for the hotel and you can stay in a room. There's hotel downtown Newark. There's Hilton by Courtyard. There's by Newark Airport. You can get extended stay. There's Ramada Inn, Red Roof. There's so much hotel by Newark Airport. And the club is literally about 15 minutes away from Newark Airport. If you're taking the train to New York, Penn Station, Manhattan, and you decide that you want to take the train and come over, you don't want to drive and you want to have fun, you take the train from Penn Station, Manhattan, come to Newark, New Jersey. That's downtown Newark, New Jersey. And then the club is about 10, 11 minutes from there. You can take a cab. Right there, it's safe. Nobody not bother anybody, not rob you, nothing like that. Just come and have fun because it's a party we don't want to miss because after The party over no year about it and I said, John, I wish I was there. Don't use the word say you wish you were there. And yes, sir. You never know if I go win the trip for Jamaica, you understand? So come out and all of that. No. If you're coming there, ladies, and you're bringing a man that is not your man, come out respectably, party, send back the people in man of the yard. You understand? Don't try to keep out the people in man all night until day break and all of that. Send back the people in man of the yard. If you're coming with people, man, and they must stay with you, and you get a hotel, please to make sure, say, you know what I mean, you don't know the man and send him back home to his girlfriend and wife, leave a little bit fit. That means saying can't save himself. If you're a man and you come with somebody else's wife or somebody girlfriend, remember, when you come at the party and you will get a piece later on, please to deal with her body respectfully. Don't bother beat her up too much and all of that. And that's what I mean physical beat, but you know, I mean beat up the pum pum and all that. I eat up the pum pum, whichever way it is. Just go easy. Because remember say the rightful property owner are own waiting and them may tell them say they go on a job, whatever the situation is and all that. So come out, but come at one risk as far as if you not come with people property. Ladies, you can come out in your pum pum printer. If you want to come in on a wife beater with a Jamaica sign, Trinidad sign, anything you want to come on. If you want to bring a flag, if you know this, if you decide say you don't want we're not you don't want to represent the country, come out and just all nice. Want to say a whooper, nice ladies. All them man them want to come out at the party. And please remember when you come at the party, guys, please to brush your your teeth. Please to scrape your tongue before you come. Because you don't want to be talking to a girl and then the might turn head to the side and every bad breath alcohol can solve. And on every bad breath winter fresh can work with. So just remember that. And ladies, you're coming out. If you know say your hair not similar good, wash it from now and make sure say you come out to the hair similar good and whatever it is. And your body right and everything. You understand me I say? Because you know and nobody say, oh that girl is nice, what else about her breath, think her hair more, you know, and that. So I go in the teas and all of that. You feel me? I say you can pay at the door when you come $20, right? $20 at the door. You can pay. And if you're watching me right now, if you're there as a woman before, no, I never do that. Let's leave it alone. Anyway, that or that. So let me drink some water there. Can I have a little hangover? Can I go to last night? That is so good. So anyway, that or that. I was you know, every now and then I catch up on some stories that's on the internet that's been going around on the internet. So I come across one story today where Mix Up Time put out a story with ISHAWNA X. Anybody watching me that don't know that anybody watching me that don't know who ISHAWNA X is? ISHAWNA X man. The relationship between ISHAWNA X man and the LGBT community is getting very strong. Does anybody know who him is? Right? ISHAWNA X. That's having a relationship with the LGBT community, and the war between my LGBT community have been going for a while. I know me is one of them blog anyway. We kind of analyze things. We don't just jump and just do a live. That's why I don't come live regular. Maturity is the key in our life. And I'm mature to the level where I look into things before I talk about it. I try to analyze it in the best way I can to say, okay, all right, this is how it is. And if somebody has said something and I may not like it, I try to figure out how I can try to hear them out first and hear what sense they're making, what is right and what is wrong and all that. And then if I feel that me adjust it. That's just what it is. Back in the days, me used to adjust anything. Me not depend on the level again. Depend on a total different level. So we don't know that ISHAWNA X man always promoting the LGBT community. Always. He loved the LGBT community and big them up. As a matter of fact, everything the LGBT community do, he found it to be very interested. He talk about it all the time. you're so fascinated with the LGBT community that him can't stop talking about the LGBT community. And when you look into the whole situation with him and the LGBT community, I look into it and this is I analyze the whole thing. You feel me? I say is that if you're straight as a man, once you're straight as a man, you never get involved in enough form of LGBT community activity. In reality of life, nothing that the LGBT community do that not affecting your kids are affecting you or they're not coming to you with their lifestyle. No straight man should not get up every day and focus on the LGBT group like that. Talk about them and promoting them, and everything they do, it is very important to you. Unless you are one of those men that want to go over there but don't know how to go over there, maybe go over there and have been neglected or whatever the situation is, right? At the end of the day, if me Dr. Love now come on live every day, and if I come on live every day and me I burn out homosexual every day, people got tired of it, and then what is my real aim of burning out homosexual every day when I don't involve in homosexual activity? Right? About 2 weeks ago, I got a job from two female, and they're actually a part of the LGBT community. Went to their house, give them an estimate. In fact, the estimate I give them is the estimate to me. I said maybe them not gonna go with it because it's just the way things is. I literally get a text message the same day as I look at it and give the price. I said okay. Or the next day, said that they want to move forward with the job. Anyway, I met the one that's the woman. I never met the one that act as the man, but I met the one that is the woman that play the woman role. She show me everything that need to done and blah 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 and go through it. Once the price and everything finalized, the man want get involved in it. This is what it is. And start to ask questions and if I go do this and I do that and blah blah. We talk about that. So okay, no problem. When can I start? I say, okay, we can start the Monday. They say no problem. Tell them how much money is the deposit, then give me the deposit, no problem. Fine. I have worked for a lot of people who are a part of the LGBT, right? I work for both female and I work for male. You understand? As I said to them before, me even come across Jamaican, hardcore Jamaican, who are actually a part of one of them. Me have to worry that hand. So anyway, what made I say I got my last? That's why I don't like read comment, Anyway, me just backtrack. I work for a lot of them. Now, I am not saying that what they're doing is legal and right. Right? Whatever they want to do is their problem. The only problem I have is that if they're drawing our young people and turning their kids and going around raping off kids and doing those things, then I'm against that. But if you're a grown person and a person who decides that you want to go down that road, that is your business, that a fiancé business, not my business. My job is to make sure that who's ever out there that nobody at all, whether in a LGBT or whatever, nobody now fight and nobody now come up nobody and whatever it is. That is what we focus on and important of life. Now, look into the logic of it now. You're running a business. And when you're running a business, every business that you run on this planet, you have to take the business with whatever comes with the business as long as it is not murdering somebody. You cannot go in a business and want to make money and running a legitimate business and start to pick and choose certain things and try to discriminate against other people when at the same time, they are the one that's spending a lot of money in your business and in other business and in our community. As I said, I'm not bigging them up, Me not say what them I do is right, but in the reality of life, I do not busy with them and I don't care what them want to do. Right? Because as far as I say, you don't know who a rub from who not rub. And a lot of guys get up every day and burn out homosexual, you know what I mean? And at the same time, they are doing the same thing that man do to females. And they turn around and say, well, it's a female, so there's a different. There's no different, it's the same thing. Wearing a wearing. There's no way around that. Right? But illiterate people and dunce people try to find a solution to solve their problem. I try to find something to take away the fact that what you're doing is wrong. It is not right. But then you want to condemn somebody else for what you and them is doing. Now, at the end of the day, now, when this individual, when ISHAWNA X did dip on Cloud9 and was the DJ, one of the biggest DJ out of Jamaica that was getting bookings, travel a lot of places in the world, and even back in the days or whatever it is a DJ when me rate. I did rate the DJ. You understand? Where him is a good DJ and him make him name and him do film part in the business. You understand? And while he was a DJ, at the end of the day, they were financing him and they were supporting him, which is the LGBT community, same way. Because once you're in the music industry, you have to take them. Them come with the music industry. Them pay you. Them sell your clothes. Them book hotel for you. They are there. So how do you get rid of them? You cannot get rid of them. You just work with them, get your money, run a business, go to your yard. When he was the #1 DJ and I run the place, LGBT community was never a priority to him. Because maybe at that point, he probably was involved or like them that point, and something happened down the road where him and them just no mesh anymore. So something happened. Because it was never, when I look back on some things, I never hear him get up on a burnout lesbian or burnout gay man. Never hear him do it. If he do, maybe I went on to a video. You understand? And I'm talking about when his career was high. When he was talking to ISHAWNA. You understand? Now, in fall by grace. In fall by grace because here's the thing where them don't understand. In fall by grace because at the end of the day, he never running business, right? He never thinks in business, he never thinks that it was gonna come to an end and there's gonna be a glitch in that system where it's not gonna be who he is then and be that now. At the same time, him get on to the level of want to live in a country that homosexual, LGBT is big and legalized. Now, if I hate them so much, I don't want to live in a no environment where they live at, and I don't want to be in their circle because me hate them and I don't like see them. Me go stay at Jamaica, stay in one bush, I go to one country then where there's no homosexual is allowed. But at the same time, you're beating them every day and I curse them. And I beat others and I try to stop others from eat and feeding their family. You not doing anything to say, okay, all right, this is what this really is. You understand what I say? Right? And you want to file for asylum and stay here in America, where homosexual is everywhere, it's common in America. I would not want to live in our country if the LGBT affect me so much. I would never want to live in our country. Better yet, I may not have the money to go to space because I'm pretty sure there's none in space. But me that been trying to beg a ticket to go to space when none are there. And hopefully none will never go there. There's a lot of countries in this world that you can go and live that do not support homosexual and don't care about them. And if them knows that them is that all kind of things, find one of those countries to live. Now in get up and I don't know say Sensia is not really my artist. She's not my artist. And she'll never be my artist. I don't like her music them. Point blank. I don't hate her because I don't know about them, but I don't like her music them. And my style and whatever it is. One and two of them may have a little catch them, but and it's not artists we care about. Spice, Pampote, Lila Ike, Coffee, all these artists, right, that work for LGBT was also even called to say that they're part of the LGBT community. Because him been beating Coffee for the longest while and say Coffee at this and Coffee at that, and Coffee devil look at she. Right? And him just continue a beat and a beat and a beat and every day I get up. And I talk about LGBT, this and LGBT and who not for work, and him is against Spice. Him against all these female artists to work for LGBT. And he's only against them because the fact that the LGBT community not calling him and giving him any bookings. But then they would have given bookings, but LGBT don't give no bookings. So it's more of a sign of a bad mind than and envy other people for growing their business or making money to feed their family, continue building their business. Him have a problem with that. Now, who am I to tell another artist that they must not go work for a lesbian woman or a gay woman because them are this and all that? Am I going to feed that artist? Am I going to give that artist a show and pay that artist the money that that artist want? That means that artist don't have to go work for LGBT. No, I'm not going to do that. So I'm not going to tell that artist that you don't go work for them or whatever it is. Now, if that artist go work for them and decides that they want to get entangled in a feed them business, that a feed them business, not my business. As long as they don't bring it into the community and try to involve our kids in it. And as long as I don't see it, that is feed them business, not my business. Right? At the end of the day, you can't discriminate against what them is for, because that is what them is for. Because in Jamaica, every parish in Jamaica, every single parish have at least 5 to 6 or 10 homosexuals living in it. Every parish. There's no parish in Jamaica that don't have homosexuals living in it. I mean, I talk about every parish not related to the homosexual in Jamaica, both woman and man. And a lot of us know of people who are that still in the closet and refuse to come out. Now, where she don't understand is that if you get up all of this that you're doing every day and abund them out and say all this thing about them, it's gonna come back at you at some point where it's gonna harm you. Me want to ask you a question now. You don't like homosexual. And I'm not promoting homosexual because I'm not busy with them. That's for them business. I don't care about them. I work for them, take the money, go my ways. That's for them thing. Now, I want to ask you a question, ISHAWNA X. Let's just say you're sick right now and you have to go to a hospital. And when you go to a hospital and you lay down on the hospital bed, as a matter of fact, you go to the hospital, you have some form of illness or whatever it is, and you sit down in a room. And let's just say, while you're sitting in the room, waiting for the doctor to come, is a homosexual man or a lesbian come into the room and want to test your temperature and start to ask you, so with them book, so what is going on with you? Your pressure high, you feel a pain, you're sore, whatever it is, and blah, blah, blah. And they said, okay. And you know it's a full homosexual. That's a part of the LGBT. Stand up right in front of you. And you're really sick. Pain and lick you. You need help. That's why you're there. What are you going to do? Tell that person, say, I don't want you to help me. I want you to bring somebody else. I am asking for somebody else who is not gay. Are you going to sit down there and let them do their job that they can help you, that you're not dead or something? What would be your decision? Because we have to look into these things, you know. Now, let's just say you have an illness where you have to do a surgery. And you lay down in a room and they're going to prepare for surgery. And when you're in a room, lay down and can't move. a homosexual man come in the room and say, Mr. Whatever your name is, we're about to take you into surgery now. Want to know if everything is okay. And I'm talking I'm LGBT language. So you know, so I'm fully gone. And the surgery is gonna be fine. Is there anything I can get you? Need some water, or you need something to eat before the surgery, or is there's a family member you want to call and talk to and all of that, and they're talking to you doing their job. What will be your answer, and what will the decision be? Would you decide, say, you would rather dead than do the surgery because the man will come to you and talk to you about your surgery is a gay man? Would you willing to suffer and willing for God to take you? You're willing to go just because you're ignorant and just because you hate homosexual. What will be your decision? Even get interested. You're going to the surgery room and you lay down on the bed. And the man that's going to give you the name anesthesia, anesthesia, whatever it is. The man will give you the anesthesia, whatever it is, to knock you out. When him come to give to you, you realize is a man who have a earring, have a lipstick, have a long nail, and him fully gone. And him come to put a needle in your hand that him can knock you up for you do the surgery. What will be your answer? What will be the result at that moment when you're laying right there, helpless? Or even if you're not helpless and your physical can walk and talk, would you get up and walk away and say, I don't want to do this surgery. This surgery is detrimental. I don't want it. I'd rather have dead than make that man give me anesthesia or whatever they want to call it. Would I rather to dead than to let that person help me because of ignorance? Or you would let them go ahead? What if when you done the surgery and you ready to dress and your clothes, then bring your clothes come, and it's a gay man or a lesbian, bring your clothes come give you put on, and you can't put on your clothes, and then say, okay, do you need help to put on your shirt or put on your underpants or something? And then what will be your answer? Are you gonna look at that person and say, no, I don't want you to help me, more somebody straight for do it? At that moment, in that situation, what would be your answer? Even get interested. You travel on plane. You travel on plane. You're going on a plane. And you have to go play somewhere when you get a little small bookings them. Because this is one of the reasons why you're not getting any bookings. And you're not on top. Because you spend more time promoting LGBT and fighting against LGBT instead of promote your business and stay up on top. You spend more time advertising and warring with LGBT community than spend more time in making yourself continue the people to respect you. You are go on a plane for go out and show. And them say everybody for board the flight now. As a matter of fact, before board the flight, you sit down there wait for your time for the flight. And all of a sudden you see one man a walk, a come up, one pilot a walk, a come up and a whine. And he might go to the term, I go to your gate. That is your pilot. And the pilot a walk and a whine, and you know so that pilot is gay. And you have to go and make your little dollar where you get. Are you gonna cancel your ticket at that moment and say, "No, go on the plane because the pilot about the man"? Oh no, the ignorance of you would say, okay, the pilot gear and the plane gear and the seat gear and everything on the plane, so you're not go on the plane. So you're gonna book another ticket and go on another plane because you said this is a gear plane. Then what about when the pilot go on the flight, ready to take off? And after them take off in a year, and they might give them little chips and coffee, and you want something to drink, and you're dead for hungry. And the person will come up now to offer you something on the plane. Is a lesbian or a gay man? What are you gonna do? Dead for hungry? You're thirsty, you want some water to drink. Are you gonna drink the water? Are you gonna bring your own? What if the seat you sit down in a 3 seat, A, B, and C? You in A, and B is a gay man or a lesbian woman, and C is another person sitting on it. and there's no other seat there on the plane. That is your seat. What are you going to do if you realize that it's a gay man or a lesbian sitting on beside you and them fully gone? What will be your answer? And what would you do? And guess what happened? This it's not a matter of the person who sit beside you is gay now. The seat where they sit down in a gay because they sit down night. The unrest gay. And even if them take them up from there, the whole area still gay safe because they were sitting there, you was in the environment. What are you going to do? What would be the result? I think it is better that for you is that if you're not seeing it physically, you feel more comfortable to live in the closet of the denial and live in the closet of what the reality of life is. What would be your result? What would be your answer? You have a cell phone, and the cell phone where you are tap on, the man that run the cell phone is possible gay. And you tap on him phone every day, laugh and talk and kiki. Text on him phone, voice note on him phone, video on him phone, email on him phone, receive money on him phone. The man is gay. Don't you using a gay phone? The car where you drive, oh, you don't know if a gay man is sit down in a seat where you sit down in. The chain where you have around your neck where you have a bossy with. How you not sure if the gay man make it and gay for you have around your neck? How you not sure a gay sweat you wear? Ask him the question because it's logic. It's the reality of life. The same Instagram where you come and talk off your mouth and all that. I gay people run it. You understand? The clothes where you wear. I gay people make it. The shoes that are on your foot. A gay man make it. The underpants you wear is a gay man come up with the design. So therefore, everything you have on, I've been through some form of gay activity before you get it. So therefore, your whole outfit is fully gay. Oh, sorry. It is, but you don't know, so it don't bother you. So you live in the closet and rather have to be in the dark and live that life. I now get up and promote them, and I now get up and big them up. But we have to keep it real. Them not trouble me, me not trouble them. Because if you were doing what you're supposed to do, people would have respect you and you'd have a lot of bookings. You'd have still a travel and still a tour and the show all over. But because you have fight against regular people, gay people, and fight against your own self, you turn a problem to society where you're voicing and call yourself the viral king. I would not call myself the viral king when at the end of the day, the platform that made me viral run by a gay community. So therefore, viral gay community have financed me and support me. That is what the result for you is. Ignorance every day. What if the whole gay community decides, say, all right, them are going to show up at every event that you depend? Because they don't want you to play and make no money. How would you feel at the end of the day? Would you feel good? You don't want to go back to Jamaica. So if you stay in America, and the only way you can turn in America is to fight asylum and say that boy, you're gay or whatever it is. At the end of the day, my friend, why you don't leave the country then? You don't like gay people, why you still here? Why are you still taking up residence in the United States of America that run by gay? You's the only person get up every single day and fighting against LGBT community and promoting them because you have a package for them, you have a feeling for them, you're so fascinated with them. No straight man is gonna get up every day and talk about homosexual. No straight man is going to entertain homosexual if them straight. No straight man is gonna sit down on them phone and I kick and I watch gay people a girl with one bag of something. They're not doing it. As a matter of fact, a straight man worrying about other things in our life, them not sit down worry about gay because as a matter of fact, you have promoted the LGBT community so much that the more you talk about it and the more you reminded people that they are still existing. Why the regular people don't even remember LGBT community? Because if you don't talk about LGBT community, I don't remember them. Because I not depend for them borderline. Me know in with them in. I mean, if you are gonna get up here, yeah, when you're ready to burn out homosexual, you burn out Boaz. I don't know where you burn out. You condemn Boaz. You don't want no boy wear Boaz. For friend. You don't know bowing this and pum not for eat and this not for that. And all kind of something. You're fighting a gay community war and a pum eating war. Those are the two wars that you're fighting. And then you add bad mind to it. Right? And thank you very much for the gift, people. You can send gift, right? You burn out. You burn them out every day and talk about them every day and call yourself straight. Right? Me not understand the level of it. Now me, sometimes I go across the internet, I run into a video. And when I run into a video, I say such and such a person, the panny, I know so they and all that. And if them say something more very important, very, very important, me watch and hear what them say, because they may raise a topic about Jamaica or different things and all of that. As a matter of fact, let me teach you something. The other day here, me dey on Instagram. And me I go through, and me don't know how me come across this video. And they talk about credit. And the man we are talking about credit in the one piece of talking, oh, you know, and all of that, and credit, you need credit, and blah, blah, and my talk and my carry on, and my, when me sing also, me sing advance on the long so to us. And they say, did you know that if you owe a debt and a bill collector call you to ask you to pay the bill, you don't supposed to pay it, you're supposed to ask them to give you the contract, give you a copy of the contract that you signed with the creditor, the one that give you the credit card now first. So if Bank of America give you one credit card for $500, and let's just say something happened and you never pay it and whatever happened. When a company buy it from Bank of America, then buy it from them and come to you for collect the money. Time it's already charged off already. Bank of America already do what they do already, file and loss, and that already reserved. But it go to another agency with them buy it and try to collect the money and get for them percentage and give the bank for them a little bit or whatever it is. Right? If them don't have the original contract that you sign with Bank of America, when you ask them for it, if them cannot present that contract to you, then you have no conversation with them. They are violating your constitutional right. In other words, they have bought your information illegally without your permission. You never sign a paper with them. So when them sell it to Wells Fargo, you never tell Wells Fargo to sell it. But they must say in the print when you apply for a credit card, it says that this is what it is, and your information can be sold to blah, 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 whatever it is. And a lot of them don't say that. You can actually get Equifax and TransUnion and Expedia, whatever the other one, to remove that off of your credit, because guess what happened? If you don't have a written signature from Bank of America when I took out the credit card, and you are telling me say you don't have it, then you go and collect money and you don't have my signature. So you're collecting on behalf of them without me signing anything with you. Them after the creditors have to remove it, because guess what happened? They violated your rights and your privacy. I did not know that. I go across one video and run into this gay boy on Instagram and talk about it. And I say, wow, this is interesting. I look it up and I see other people talk about it, and I look it up, it's actually true. That's the only way we see one on them page. And me see a lesbian, whatever it is, and them a chat about something important. I mean, not time on them page long. Me not stay on none of them page long. Look, you must say, if them depend on them for me, have no business on them page. Me not sit down and watch them page. Me not entertain them page, but I am in the business of music. I am in the social media space. That means that I'm in that space. That means that all kind of things is gonna pop up on your page and you don't have to follow, because guess what happened? That's why you have advertising and people like me make money, because when you pay Instagram or pay YouTube or Facebook, we get the money because them use our page to advertise and all of that. And me get money from Facebook, and trust me, enough get people money me get, because guess what? The advertising we get, enough of them are spend things and whatever it is and we are get. So at the end of the day, I am not going to sit and entertain them and promote them. If I walk on the road and somebody say, good afternoon, sir, polite, good afternoon, go my way. I go by Lato at one gas station in the hillside. And the boy we're working at the gas station because me have to pass this so to go do my work. He have so near long bow so. I say near long. And him belly bang bow so. It actually look like a little piglet. When you look a piglet, him belly bang bow so, in near long bow so. And when him ready, I saw him in a store, have on him wig and sitting. Right? And in the day, and me go in and me buy my lotto. And everybody come in and say good afternoon and all of that. You know, all them customers them, right? Buy my lotto, buy my coffee, my gone. And when they go in the store, I go buy my lotto and all of that, and he never there on the counter. And I say, nobody here? And me say, oh, coming. When he come out from the fridge, in the fridge must have packed something. I want to use the thing come out, and I say, Jesus Christ, what is this? He say, what's going on? I see you come buy your number today again because we buy our number there and all that, so him get familiar with the customers. I'm going to buy the new one. I say, you don't want no coffee today? I said, no, I'm not drinking no coffee today, or whatever it is. And through that, they don't go into the store, we develop conversation in the store like everybody else and all that. And I was promoting my party, right? And I asked him, can I put up some flyers in the store? And I said, sure, you could put them over there and whatever. Just don't put them. There was a year they said, don't put them on that. And I said, well, yeah, I'm having a party. He said, oh, that look like a nice party, but I don't go to those places because you know you Jamaicans don't like people like me or whatever it is. I said, well, you know, people's people. I mean, that's your thing or whatever it is. But I said, no, y'all don't like we and whatever it is. So I'm not, I would even go to that party if I ever want to go to the party and all that. And then they didn't chat and laugh. I'm going about my business or whatever it is. I don't business with their lifestyle. For them think that. That's what them like. Me like pum pum. Them like batty. That's what them like. You understand? Them like to be with man. Me like to be with woman. Me not get involved in a for them thing. I mean, I will get up and be in the construction and music business and fight against homosexual and custom every day. Because me now use ignorance and pride and damage my business because me not like for them lifestyle. I got to make money and I have mouth to feed and I have to feed me. I have car insurance, I have car payment, I have things to do. So because I have things to do, I keep it going and I keep it business-wise. You don't see a lot of Jamaicans get up these days and burn out homosexual again because in reality, a lot of these artists are involved into homosexual in activity. So they don't talk about it anymore because if an artist will come out and burn out homosexual, first of all, the man when they would go say, hey, lock your mouth, and remember say, I'm me and you there, you know. So he have nothing to say. You live in a country where homosexual run the country and you fight them every day and cuss them every day. You're so fascinated with them that you have to talk about them every day. And then you want to tell Spice and Sensi and Pamper to them must not work for the LGBT community because them this and them that, and you not give them a show. A business them are run. They're making money. And that's a part of the business. And when you don't make your money, and when you give people that give you're showing to pay you, you never want nobody telling no work for them. You work for them and take their money. Comfortable. Me see, I think I'm matter around me say, we don't care one time. And the way you put up on the car, you put up on the car like a woman on the car, and the car where you put up on. I want to give a man who own the car. Make the car, he owned the company for the car. You put up on, I think it was a Ferrari one in car there. You put up on. So I don't understand the level of it. Leave them, make them do what they want to do. You live your life. Because at the end of the day, you fight against them. One of this day, some of us may not live to see, but one of this fine day, You're going to find yourself in a situation where it's a gay man or a lesbian woman who have to come to your rescue and help you. When you go in front of immigration, they go get your papers and you sit down, round the seat, and they might do an interview. And the immigration officer is a lesbian, or the immigration officer is a man who's gay, and I ask you the question to get you your green card and all of that. You're going to sit down and make up your face and all that and be ignorant and you don't answer no question and all of that. Are you going to sit down and you're going to talk this and say, yes, sir. Most definitely, sir. Okay, sir. You're going to be on your best behavior. You know why you're on your best behavior? Because you don't really like the homosexual, let me know. But you want something from them. Because them have something where you want. You don't have nothing what them want. Because I mean, what's the 90% of the homosexual boy out the road not going to talk to you? They will never talk to you. They will never entertain you because you're not their type. Them know them type. So we fight against some things and we knock some people. You understand? When I was growing up and all of that, we start to know about homosexual a little bit. And knowing about it, growing up, when people start to talk about it, is when I come to America. As a matter of fact, when I did at Jamaica, I see a lot of homosexual at Jamaica. And when I come to America, the inoculation of them is spread. You see things here that I've never seen at Jamaica. But from the day at Jamaica, I know homosexual. I see them. Some of them in their closet, them out their closet, some of them are in their cellar, some of them in their car trunk. And then down the whole heap. Every entertainer in Jamaica, every given entertainers and DJ, sound DJ, regular DJ, have come across some form of conversation or some form of business at some point in their life with somebody in the LGBT community. Because if you talk and talk to them about a show, you're in communication with them about something. So why get up every day and chat about them? We talk about the little nasty one and we are growing and I take our little boy pick me and little girl pick them and I turn them out or whatever it is and I do a kind of thing with them and I brought them out into things or whatever it is. Yes, I understand that. I never hear you fighting against that. You more talk about say this with them and who are working for who are this and all that. What if the LGBT group decides that they're going to draw one petition against you? You know what that would be like? Do you know what that would be like if the LGBT community decides that them are going to draw one petition against you? Them are going to get it signed to take you off of the internet or to remove you from this country because you're causing problem, you're setting threat, and you're causing harm to them. What will be your answer? And then they remove you from the country now. And you go back to Jamaica, you go down there, book upon one bag of homosexual. We're down there, so we are going to fix your business for you. How you get out of it? How you get out of it? Explain that one to me. You don't, Jasmine, what's up? You don't get up and fight against them when them not see you. Them not see you, they're not busy with you. You cannot build a war and you cannot build an army against the LGBT community. You can't win, you will never win. That a one war and one race, you can't win. The existence of you trying to build something against them, they will take you down. And I would not want to be in that environment where me a performer one show and all of a sudden, Mrs. One open man and woman come out the door. Would one sit up and say, okay, them against you because you're burning them out and you can't perform your song and damage your money and all. I wouldn't want to be in that situation there. When you're ready, you come on, you cuss me, you say, oh, the boy over there said this and the boy over there said that and all that, and the boy they eat pum pum and all them stuff you talk about. The whole world know that, dog. The whole world know that. Who know? That is my business. Maybe if you was eating it, your life would have been better. And if you was eating it, the woman where did there, the nice brown woman where did there, they are married that day to that day. But there was a lot of malfunction, a lot of problem with you. Because she was the one that was keeping you. You wasn't keeping she. Yes, he was big in the music industry, but she was the one that's keeping you. And then when she realized what she have on pressure she's on, she says she not turn it because guess what happened? You not do certain things. You not eat pum pum. So she don't want to be around us. So guess what she do? She get rid of you and she go find a man out the road where we lick it fair and deal with her and make she come. You was as good as you was in the music industry when you did act in the music industry. And she take a little bypass and say, all right, since I'm a top selector and my bringing a little bit of money and I hold on things and so forth, let me keep the leg locked and make him keep in tongue in her mouth. Cause now go down and deal with the thing and whatever it is. And she would have thought. But when time she realized that no, so she can't hold thought no longer and all that, she get rid of you. And when she get rid of you, then no, that's when we know he say you don't eat and here you are born out homosexual every day have a problem with everything across the board. Everything across the board. Good night, everyone. You have a problem with. Hmm? Sometimes when me looking at my business, my construction business, when me I me see oh blessed I am. And all these people deal with me when me go to the yard for work. Me say to myself, say, you know what happened? Me glad me get the business from them. Glad. And one thing with them, let me tell you about them. One thing you say if you do their work and you do their work good, they will recommend it to their friend and their friend and their friend and their friend. When you realize rather you do so much work for all woman and man, all 10 of them and all of them in the LGBT. Life with Nikki. Yeah, of course, boom boom feet. The world runs upon every boom boom feet, but good boom boom feet. Yeah, good boom boom must eat. Whether you can do it good or not, good boom boom must eat. It's a must. It must. It's a priority. It's a part of the love making. Question: do you believe that homosexual is wrong? All right. I'm going to answer that question. Woman to woman is wrong. Man to man is wrong. Most of these people that turn homosexual get molested by their uncle, them brother, or them daddy friend, and brought them out in a homosexual. Right? Female, the same thing. Them auntie molest them and things like that. Some come out, don't becomes that. Some come out, becomes that. And some of it also coming from karma, where a lot of me dep on live, me I call up, me come on, me dep on live here. A lot of these little girls have been molested. Right? A lot of these little boys have been molested. And I use this again. I'm going to use this thing again too. I want you to understand this. I said this over and over, and I will say this until the day I dead. I tell you over and over, I know. Right? And when you can tell your story and tell a truthful story, I'm proud of your truthful story. You cannot tell a story unless you was a part of something or involved into certain things. And I raise my right hand to speak the truth and nothing but the truth. I tell you over and over, say, when me 13-year-old, I left my mother yard, I want big woman way older than me, call me in one room and said to me, say, she want me to eat her pum pum. I never forget it till to the date. And I can talk about it. I really come in them. Um, Boy, something in everything, yeah, my friend, all night food. And she said she want me for. What she said? She said she want me come play with her pum pum for her. At 13. Yeah. She said she want me come play with her pum pum for her. And I remember the room dark. That time me a young boy used to peep through wall, look on pum pum and sitting. When I beard me peep through wall, you know, a bad picnic. I see some big drawers pan line. You understand me? I say, see all a woman they know and they look nice. Anyway, the room dark. And when we go up close to the bed, remember the size bed till to the day. And we go up to the bed and all that. If I can remember, it's like you're shocked, but as like a youth and all of that, you're in a situation. You understand? And me did I feel the foot. Right? And me did I rub the foot them. And so I rub the 2 foot them with the 2 and I rub the foot them. Right? And she said, come up on the bed. I'm going to go up on the bed. And her hand, she use her hand, if I remember clearly. I try remember to tell the truth. And she use her hand. And I hold me and I show me what to do. Never forgot the radio. A woman from the full of year too. Never forgot. Remember till like to the day. And she brought me out in that. And then I reach on to the part now where we little boy know young boy did your body get hard and everything. I remember me did dip on the bed. Did I do when she feel up breast and all them sitting there as a young youth. We dip on the bed. I may have sex with her because she a guide me now. And then she tell me to come off her bed. I come off her bed. That's how I remember encyclopedia book. Remember encyclopedia book like today. And I tell us that same way for years, I tell her the same way. And she stack up the book them. She turn up on the book them because then time I never talk. Woman turn on her and I have sex with her. I give her back as a young youth. On the book them. And you want to see me did them confront the bars and confront yourself. Right? And that I go on and whatever it is. And later on, when the woman do that to me, is when me get older, me start to look into my life and realize after a while me get loving it. Because me get so exposed in it that me love it. You understand? Till me start go ask. You understand? Till me get to understand later on say, as somebody tell she, push she. Her job was to sleep with a young boy. That was her job. She was a sex slave. And her sex slave that she was turned me to know in a sex slave to she. You understand? So order go to she and she follow the order. Till me then now leave and start go ask other woman then now for sex till me then know at my age. When me are 14 and I be a big woman me I walk. Be a big woman. And me never tell my mother about it. I never open my mouth. Everything is always fine. Everything I go good. Me never talk about it. Because there was many reasons why I never talk about it. And when we reach America, and as me get older and start to look into what have happened to me at that age, and she was up in her 20s up in that time, 25, 30, up in that me at 13. When we reach America and start to look into my life and get older and realize, I said to myself, say, wait a minute. What if at that age it was a man? Me ask myself that, I said, what if it was a man? What I would have become today? Because somebody have drawn you into things and have exposed you to things. And I said, I thank God up above Because you know one thing, me telling the truth, you know. Me not hide nothing, I mean, I quote to quote nothing, you know. I tell you as it is. You understand? Until God ready for me. God know and me know. But I said to myself, say, I am glad and grateful that it was a woman, not a man. I am grateful and glad. Because what I would have been today, dear, I am glad. It was wrong because I was young. But me as I say, some things God no make the mistake with, you know. And that happened to me till me grew up exposed in that environment. So some of these little girls that becomes lesbian, it was not a choice. They was forced into things and get exposed to things. And when they get exposed into things, it's like a disease. It's like HIV. This have AIDS. This now have AIDS. This now have AIDS. But this now sleep with this and get this AIDS. Then this get AIDS. Then this get AIDS. So now you have 3, 4, we have HIV. And the 4 continue and continue and continue. Each one ban. And we don't realize, we have to start looking into these things, you know. One person cause harm and cause the exposure to 100 person that have converted to another 100 person. And to another 100, another 100. So you have 500 people becomes homosexual, and the list continue and continue and continue and continue spreads. Except the one them now, which shows that at a later date, whole age because they greedy and don't like to work and like things. A man wind them, and some of these women like hairstyle and like fine things, so woman wind them and give them things. It's the devil that is have converted from one person to another person, to another person, to another person. And the devil is on the loose, go right down here. So you have one whole village full of homosexual. And it go vice versa with man and woman. Woman turn lesbian. Somebody broke them out. A lot of them have been broke up by somebody. Some of them have been abused from a young age. And in a their way, that is the only way. Me ever say something when me never say on live, or never know. Never ever know. That me live to the date with regret. I live, and it's the first me I say upon live, with regret. Right? And I think me knows, all right, that's how I catch me. When I live at my valley, me used to live at 7 Silverdor Avenue. 7 Silverdor Avenue in my valley, me used to live. Well, some people say this is my valley. And I used to work. When me look at you, because I did bad, my mama said me exposed to pum pum, you know. So I did bad, you know. So me up and down all about the place, you know. Be a girl, me I look big woman, you know, some big man up in yet. Me I walk up to them and I chat to them and all that, and I lyrics them and all that. And me telling over and over, you know. It's because of pum pum why me reach America, you know. Pum pum. Why me reach a foreign. A pum pum bring me come a foreign. Pum pum bring me come a foreign. When me a 15 year old, a pum pum bring me come to the United States of America. And that's why me there, so. Pum pum get me a 10-year visa for day in America. 10-year. No. I live at 7 Silverdor. And I get a little job up a Reddish Road, one hardware name Sudin Hardware. The man, the lady name Miss Chin. And the man, the husband name is Arvel and Mr. Vest. I forgot Mr. Arvel. Arvel or something, Sudin, something in the name. And me I work up a pack out flour and rice and them something there. Me a young youth then tell me. You pass Reddy's Mall and you go up on the right hand side. Anyway, me I work up there and me have to walk from Ma Valley, go across. I will say there, I can walk and go up and then turn pan the left and make left go up on the other there. I tell you what happened. First, me I thought this. And me live with the regret till today date. Not even my mother me ever tell this. And not even my woman never tell this. Me just try to show you something. Now, me I walk one morning to go up there, but they are there. And when me I walk, I go up. Me hear one foot. You know you walk, you know somebody else walk on the block. Me see one boy I walk, I come. And me have witness, can call the witness. Me can call Jamaica and call the witness and ask them. And when me I walk, I go up as alcohol youth now. The person say, yo, what up there? So you know at Jamaica, everybody knows everybody and maybe somebody asks a question. Even though me I walk as a youth, you know, I'm afraid because them time then I'm not gonna lie to you, you know. When me alcohol youth, me have look up pie them time, me never forget it. Me have one go 38, me remember. One go brown 38 me have them time there. When me about the time me was about me around 14, I go to 15. Me have a little 38. Never forget, me get the 38 from my youth. I used to give me a 38 and me have it. Because I say me the bad. Right? Me go a New Day all-age school. New Day all-age school me go. Everybody know New Day. Me just can't go pipe go to school in my bag too. Because me say, with the bad, and I be a bad company, me saying out to it. So when the person say, yo, me tap. And they say, oh, remember the boy, I exactly remember him. And he say, oh, where I go? Me I say, I work me I go, you know. Me I say, oh, you know, say, me don't lie. He say, I work me I go, you know. Me I say, oh, you know, say, me have an uncle live. Yeah, he said, me have an uncle live down at Pembroke or whatever it is. And he just left down there, so I go home. So he thinks that me was somebody else. So me did it as like you they know the time there, you know. I never forget the day, you know, people. Me have the little 38 for me, you know. Right? That's me have the little 38. Right? Because I never left it. As I miss the bad as Uncle Youth. Anyway, indeed they attack and all of that, and he must say, why? You're not afraid of walking them place? I say, no, man, because you know, down there, some man and my bridging live down, and you know, bridging them a bad man and things and all that. I say, hey, you know, bad man. I say, yeah, man. Bad man, I say, boy, look like you want cool youth, you know. And did they attack and rate it and all that. And I say, so when you come off of work, away now, you hang out or go away? I mean, I said, no, you know, say, most time, I just say, yeah, me there and things like that. I say, I go youth, I reason, all of this. And then I'm a chat and me notice, he must say some things, with some conversation. Like I say, so, you know, so we can be bridging, man, and, yeah, man, sometimes I come down, my uncle, you can't come check my man, and sometimes my uncle did this, so you can come through, man, and I did something, I realize, say, the boy a batty, man, you know. And God forgive me for this. Forgive me, God. I first in my life never repeat this. I remember it till the anyway did attack. But I was a quick thinker, very quick thinker. I would say me in a bad crew. So because I'm in a bad crew, like now, like when I'm smart, I'm very quick. I mean, I'm pretty up nothing. I mean, I hide nothing. Did he attack? I mean, I said blood clot. But the boy a batty boy, man. And did he attack? I mean, quick thinking, I said to myself, all right. So I said, what time I get off of work? I said, I think me used to work from, I think at 9 in the morning or 8 in the morning. I get off 2 o'clock, yes. I said, I get off 2, man. He said, well, I can check you up at your workplace, man. I get off, man. I can follow you good on, man. I realized that. I said, yeah, man, you can come link me, man. Did I talk to him? People, I see up on my kid's life. And when something happened to you, remember. So anyway, I did a plan I made now. I say, yo, you know, so I go fuck up that boy, yeah. So I didn't know a thing I made. I say, yo, true me know, my bridging them a bad man. Me know the boy in Parental Road were a bad man. I plan in my head as a little youth. I was like, anybody will know me from this as I wanted with Chris. He was a quick thinker. Because remember that when you're a little youth, you know, you want to beat something bad, you know. So I say, all right, the son name Ramesh. Enough time to be honest, you know. The Ramesh were married, were married since here. Every time I see him, I try to remember if I had a Ramesh, but I know him because the other Ramesh was a tall brother. So anyway, we tell him, man, when we reach already the road, that's now. We are chatting all that, and me a plan to me a call. Me know I call certain man here, me a call such and tell them, say, yo, the boy, I know, say about the boy, this man, and I go come up on my workplace, you know. So anyway, this brother named Rabbi, right? When Rabbi living in the same yard and was police. Rabbi Tweet. You can call the name and live up on my community right now. If me have a number, I'm calling, I'm at the police that time there. So when we reach Reddy's Road, you know, so Reddy's Road, you know, when you come out, if you got a lane, you can't go right, you can't go left or right. He say, all right, anyway, so may I reach up there 2 o'clock here? I say, yeah, man. And he make a right and then go down Reddy's Road. Me gone up Reddy's Road. The idea just there up there, so. I couldn't wait to reach up there to go tell Ramesh them, say, yo, you know, so I see a batty boy follow me this morning down, so. People, you know, so I go up to my workplace and tell Miss Lee. You want to name Miss Lee? I say, Miss Lee, this man may walk come now, and one boy see me down pan the lane and chat up and sit and the boy gear. And the boy talk about him and come up at 2 o'clock. So Miss Lee said, what you say to me, sir? I say, yeah. So she called one girl around her back named Peggy. And I tell Peggy, and Peggy bust out a laugh. And one boy they running named Chucky. She tell Chucky too. Chucky, hold them and laugh after me, you know. Then Ramesh, they come there now. And when Ramesh come now, I tell Ramesh, hold him and laugh after me. Then me say black and stand up and steal up at the hardware. Everybody know the hardware there. Hold them and laugh after me, feel bad, you know. So anyway, them say, so Ramesh says, so what you say here now? He might come up here. So I say, all right, you call Rabbi? I said, no, I never call Rabbi. Because them time I didn't have no phone. So then call Rabbi and tell Rabbi, Mr. call Rabbi and say, Rabbi, you need to come up at the hardware, you know, because Chris Landard go on. Chris tell me something, say, gear boy this morning, say gear boy down the road, and gear boy say, come up at 2 o'clock, come meet him after him finish work. Rabbi say, what you say? So Rabbi left it. That time Rabbi a station, at Huntsby police station. And he left Huntsby and come up at the hardware, and I tell him exactly what happened. I say, hey. So he say, come up at 2 o'clock, all right. And then plan. Remember the plan? Like it happened yesterday. So when we reach at the idea, they have a little 38 for me now. Miss Lee, the owner, Ramesh, none of them never know so I have a 38 for me. Nobody never know. So every time I go to work there now, I take the 38 and go in the storeroom now with the soda them there. Everybody where used to work up, you know, say the storeroom there, when they go in a shop, the storeroom there to the left, and the hardware was selling things them in the front. The wholesale was suiting hardware and wholesale, the wholesale in the back. Anyway, put me like a 38 man, because that's what I know the place. Right, where the box them there sold and said, nobody not going because I used to pack out the drink them as a liquor you would get alcohol work. Anyway, so then the plan was the boy will come 2 o'clock. This is how them plan it. Them say, when he come, no, this is a part of Mr. Him say, how am I gonna know? Say me did it when he come, I say, just come and ask the lady named Miss Lee. I forgot the part there. So the boy now come little bit early before 2 o'clock and come in, Miss Lee, come on the back. Me hear Miss Lee talk to somebody. And Miss Lee come on the back. No, she called, she said, me hear Miss Lee call and say, Chris, somebody come to you. So I come out and I see him and I say, oh, I go on. So Miss Lee say, are you a friend? I say, yeah, man, I'm a friend, man. I went schooling going on and that. And that boy, they look like my about up in 20 or something like that. Probably up in the age of 19. I say, you know, say, I think I said I must go to school down at Marvel or whatever it is. And I said, so I want to go in, I said, we are going to play a ball or whatever it is. Then Miss Lee know what I go on and me know what I go on. Miss Lee, I work with everything. So Miss Lee said, all right, if I don't work yet, you know, so you have to just sit down and wait then. mislead them now. So Peggy them now. When time ago, you know, Peggy now supposed to take the phone and call Ramesh in at the front. And tell Ramesh, and then Ramesh I go call Rabbi. So anyway, done 2 o'clock, you know, I come out. Go in the area, in the front, you know, when people come cash in. My boy sit down by the chair, you know. No, before I come out, no. Did I go out for the gun? No. No, me never go out for the gun because I left the gun there. I hinder me store it. So anyway, boy, I sit down out there now. So the deal was when he come and the call come in, Ramesh I go come up now in the area and come in there run jokers regular and I find out who and whatever it is. Ramesh come up there and say, "Oh, I don't say I go, man." I say, "Yeah, man, I go, man, I'm a virgin as far, man." I say, "Yes, how are you virgin?" I say, I'm a virgin from a long time, man. But that was our plan. So the plan was when Ramesh come up there now and Rabbi come, the gate, there was a big metal gate. Them are going to lock the gate and deal with him in the wicked. So the plan go just like that. So when the radio car come in, you know, Rabbi come in and one man is working in the yard. Yes, he was a part. Then say when Rabbi come in, if they lock the gate because they don't want the boy run out. And they want the tall. So they lock the gate. When they lock the gate, then Rabbi come in and Rabbi say, "What go on? My nephew." So I'm good, you know, everything good, man. I say, "I owe him." I say, "I may tell about this man, the batty boy this morning." They say, "Oh, so you're a fish?" No, man, we are talking about. So you never follow him this morning? You're not fish. Where you live? And Didian, you can't see him Didian like a, you know, when people frightened and whatever it is, and then no, me just walk, me just get up and just walk and go over to the door. No, like Rabbi said, "Chris, let's go on over there, so we got this." People, they never forget it. I'm going to tell you, I live with a regret because when I see the day, I tell you, right, I do or we go in at the back of the yard, you know, where we pack out the grocery and sitting. Yo, that boy gets on lick, then kick him, then beat him, then thump him, then throw water upon him. And get gun but them head and beat him. Yo, one at a time, you know, the way they lick the boy, you know, man. The boy fly out of the shop, you know, and the sun, when they fly, the sun, they like on the right or so. The boy fly out of the shop, you know, and I try for, and he realize he can't go through the gate, you know. And it takes a ratted black, you know, man. And them a fling after him, you know. And, you know, when I remember to the date, the way them beat the boy, you know, man. Then call me and say, "Yo, come here. See, Mr. Tick, I give some, what's it? Right? Yeah, man, start fire a couple lick the one. And then did them run out in can run out at the gate. Aye. So indeed I didn't know till it's like a different thing they want to do to him now. People, I don't know how the boy fly up. The boy fly up on the gate, you know, man. And then they have bag wire, you know. You know, them bag wire, you fly up, you know. Crawl up on the gate, you know, people. And fly over the gate, you know. And you can't see saying could even walk. I mean, I tell them beat into frazzle. I mean, my youth I grew up. And when your youth I grew up, things where you grew up, most of us grew up on some things and some bad ways. And when they fly the gate, when the boy fly out, run, and then fly the gate, you know, and them are go think and then are done with him. Lock them out, carry him down, once they go lock him up. So anyway, did they and then them start talk about them in a yard and whatever, boy fly gone. My boy drive out the radio car, you know, and I go look for him because they're not done with him. So then circle the black, they not see him nowhere. And I say, "Yo, why the boy move so fast and he gets so much like all the can walk?" We at the shop sit down. And one woman come in there to come buy some groceries and them attack and run joke. And lady used to come here and used to trouble me all the time. Used to call me Maga man. And the lady come there and them attack. And I say, "You know, say, one fish fella in this morning, man." And I say, "Hey, the boy they would just beat him in a man." And Like one of them say, beat him man and blood. Well, they say, but wait. Me not just down on my yard and boy come, once one boy come to my yard and they can't walk, man. Blood a run off him face and sitting and him ask me for some water and me give him some water. Like I say, where you see what I go in there? Down on my yard, man, the boy down on my yard. Me left him down there and tell say, him to cooler because say my man in a war and whatever it is. And then dash off. When then go down there, boy not there, boy gone. Disappear completely. I'm glad they never find him because it had lead to something else. I'm talking about police now get involved in it. And that happened. And because of that, me no walk again go the hard way, you know, because I'm afraid enough to walk from down so. So the evening, you know, when everything, me never walk home. A Robbie say my car me home. My jack me home. So I go on my back and take up my pipe and me never even want him know say me have a pipe, you know. Put it in my waist and sit down and read the car. Then time me a blue see my run things and him boom bam bam and we go down here and all that. So when me start do that now, me start go out of Boulevard, you know, remember the McDonald there, the McDonald there Boulevard, and me start take bus about start walk go up and take bus there now. So go up a Red Hills. Cause me now walk again. Until me did it till me get did it till me go to Barbican. That was marvelous. Me move to Barbican. And there Barbican. And then now me start going New Day all late school. And going to New Day, you know, me end up the on the side again. So me uptown you know, which was the worst thing you know me uptown because when me uptown you know, you know, so uptown away I like badness and everything going uptown. So me this, you know, Sandy Park, Birdsucker Lane, Rowan and all of that and rated. All Joshua them, you know, Joshua all of them. You understand? Because I'm say around there. So I tell Rasina Barbican Square, the whole works, around of them place. Me there on the whole perimeter, everywhere. Till me becomes a ringleader now because me have some friend me hang out with. Everywhere me jar them go. If me I go off a tree, I will go. And one of them mother never let me. I say, yeah, is that come here? And I jar them you know tired. Oh no go yes and I go so. Me and them up and down because I was a ringleader. You know, in every little thing is a ringleader. Every little dance we did it. You feel me? I say, cause me did there around some family where me good. You understand? So me get to go a whole lot of places. And why me grow up, I have a regret about it. I have a regret about it. I may actually ask God for forgiveness, you know, for what happened, you know. But at the end of the day, me probably make the right decision at that moment. But what that boy went through in his life, nobody knows. Nobody knows what he went through. But at the end of the day, say this to say this is that some of us have done some wrong in our life. And a lot of them that have find themselves in that situation have been drawn into that situation by some friend or some family member. That's why you have to be careful who you left your boy pitney with, who you left your girl pitney with, who you may go around your boy pitney, your girl pitney, because it may lead up to something and get them involved into things. So as we get older in our life, we start to look at these things and realize that a lot of them that have get involved into these gay activity was pushing to these things. It was not their choice. But because of situation, broken family, poor family, poverty, and lead a lot of them in this situation. Not sitting here and defending none of them. But if you've never been a tree front a baby and they get big, are you going to try bend the tree? So if that is their lifestyle and there was a kid till to that day, can you change their lifestyle? They have to change their lifestyle. That is between them and God. I was very fortunate that all the things that happened to me at a young youth, I grew up, it was with females. And that's one of the years me as I talk about some boy, talk about oral sex and things like that. It's coming from female because what I was exposed to as a young youth, I grew up. I'm exposed to that, and I think that exposing to that as a young youth, it was okay and it was good and it was a part of life, which it becomes a part of sex. So I grew up liking that and don't have a problem with it because guess what happened? Maybe if I was exposed to that at a young age, what would have been the decision that me now at my age? Would I get involved in it, or would I be talking like, oh, some of these ignorant man talking? But because I was exposed to that as a young youth, that is the same situation where enough of them have been exposed to these activity from a tender age, so then grew up to be that way. So some of them really don't have any control of what their life becomes, but everybody have a choice at the end of the day. Oh, me on live, me on YouTube, me good man, everything good. What their life have become as a young age that pushed them to become lesbian and homosexual. It's the signs of wickedness. It's taking advantage of somebody. So at the end of the day, I will not sit down and promote them. I will not sit down and beat them down. I just stay far away from them, and them stay far away from me, and I don't busy with them. But only thing we can do for a lot of them, pray for them and ask God if can change them life, because 90% of them is walking around with a demon inside of them that them themselves don't even know what is going on, and they have involved into those activities. Because listen, you have your little picnic, your little girl picnic in your yard, and you grow your little girl picnic good, and send her go to school, and she never see no farmer gay activity happen in your house, but as soon as she start to go to school, you notice she come home, and she want to wear man pants, she want to talk a certain way, she start act a certain way, till all of a sudden, your little girl now turn junior, and junior that was junior in her house, now two junior live in her house, and you realize that she want to do manly things, not girly things. You realize that she have been exposed to something in school, or exposed by a teacher, or in her environment that she have exposed in her. Same thing with little boy in her yard. All of a sudden, he start go to school and he start come and play with Dolly, want to watch soap opera, want to get involved into certain things. Then you realize that something happened when they leave. So a lot of time the parents have nothing to do with it, but it's what have been exposed to them in their environment that caused them to be who they are. So some of them is walking around with a lot of troubled, that they're like a time bomb that they will go off anytime, and a lot of them are suicidal. A lot of them are in certain decisions where they can flip anytime. And then when you come there now and do certain things to them, even though they are old and start to beat them down, you remind them again of what they have go through as a young age. And I am sympathizing with the one them young that was exposed, but I'm not sympathizing with the one them that is old that pick up that dirty lifestyle at a age when they know wrong from right. But also demon travel through everybody, and demon don't have any time that he's gonna say, okay, I go black from that person. Demon pick up people life at the time. So it's like a confusing situation. But I sympathize with anyone that young. You know how much on a boy I pick them right now. Never telling them like me, telling them them have sex with a big woman. You know how much on a boy I pick them right now, where only big woman then like, and I say, oh, Damien, you only want to chat to be an old woman. You know, want to chat to a young girl and all of that. I'm afraid of young. It's because Damien was exposed and was brought into an older situation with some old woman that exposed him into that Damien grew up to like older woman. And you want to find the answer. You don't know the answer, but no, you get the answer. That is the reason why a lot of man will go, a lot of young youth, like the big woman. And big woman do look juicy and nice. At the end of the day, them go to that. Some of us don't get turned on by young girls. Some of us don't get excited by young girls. Some of us don't feel comfortable with young girls, but we feel comfortable with a woman 40 and 50 and 60 because them do something to us and we grew up in that. And babysitters too. Babysitters that you have watching your son and your daughter have violated your daughter and have violated your son, molest your picnic. That's why I believe that everybody, every mother and every father who have a babysitter in their house, you should have a video camera in your house. And you should have hidden video camera in your house. Because at the end of the day, I don't know about the bathroom, you know. I don't know about the bathroom because it's kind of a weird situation. But you should have video camera in your house. And I don't think your babysitter should know so you have camera in your house. You'll be surprised how you catch a lot of these babysitter going down on your little boy picnic and sit them a certain teenies. You understand? I know this babysitter going down for your little daughter and I turn the little daughter into certain things. We don't leave up these babysitters to watch on the kids and don't understand. Say at the end of the day, they're doing things and abusing your kids, and you don't know what because your picnic can't talk and your picnic not showing a sign. But when you're gone and you're left there with a picnic, it's so much things that happen to your picnic that your picnic grew up to become a homosexual, you know, nothing to do with it. Right? These are the things that happen. So at the end of the day, when me hear ISHAWNA ex every day get up and I be this one and I cuss that one and all that, he have that and he have son. And you say God is a mighty God, you know. And God not sleep. Karma. God will turn around life. That you that condemn others and beat others and do things to others like what he's doing. God would flip the script around and use karma and turn it around that he will make one a year one pitney becomes that. And when your pitney becomes that, what are you going to do? The shame, the embarrassment, and the hurt are in front of you because guess what happened? You maybe have contributed with your mouth as a weapon that preach these things, that bring these on your kids. Reminding you and bring these, if your son or your daughter becomes a lesbian or your son becomes a gay, remind you of that. And when that hit your doorstep, I am telling you, it will be a problem that you can't deal with it because you cannot believe say, your mouth of jaculated words to push something into your kid's life. So you don't preach certain things. You don't do certain things. You leave certain things alone. The best you can do, pray to the Almighty and ask God to guide them and protect them and take them out of a certain environment. That's why I said it. When Mr. Vegas was doing this whole thing and talking about Mr. Handsome, at first, I never really know the whole story. Even though I didn't know some things about him. It have confirmed. And when I see with the one up little boy them around him, I have a problem with the upper boy them around him. Because I say, yo, he's involved in this activity. And when you're involved in these activity, you must not have no little girl and no little boy around under any circumstances. In other words, stay away from pitney. Because guess what happens? Your dirty deeds and your devil ways that you have, you are going to insert that and involve one of these little boy into your dirty lifestyle and turn a little boy into a homosexual because of poverty or because of the parents don't have it. You understand? So I was against that. We have to be careful of who we let around our kids. We have to be careful how we preach certain things. We have to make a picnic stop have sleepover at people yard. Make your girl picnic stop have sleepover. If you're not sure about the person they're gonna sleep, don't send them there. If you're not sure about the yard, don't send a girl picnic, don't send a boy picnic, make them turn at your yard. And you have to be careful which picnic come at your yard. Come visit your picnic, so you don't have play date or sleepover, and them are sleeping at the same bed where your picnic are sleeping at. Because it may becomes a problem where the bed where you and with them and your picnic are sleeping at, that picnic coming from a trouble home and a demon home that come inside at your home and bring the dirty lifestyle that have converted your little son or your little daughter into gay activity, and now you have a problem. Now you have a demon on your hand. You have to be careful. If you don't have anywhere in your yard to make people picnic sleep, now invite them there. Come spend your time go your yard. You cannot leave up. Oh well, you know, Shauna K is in the room playing with Kim. You know, they're good friends, you know, two nice girls. Them Shauna K and Kim lock up in their room and you hear TV in there and hear them a chat every now and then. You don't know what kind of something I go on I really like picnic these days. You don't know who in their up and who and whatever it is. Them picnic is very sneaking. Them in their room door open. You and Shauna K and Kim now gonna be in no bathroom. not supposed to bathe in the bathroom. You go bathe, then she go bathe. You don't expose your kids and leave your kids in situation that is going to lead up to things. You don't put your boy into a situation. Well, Mark, Junior, I have the same thing, illiterate people. Oh, Junior, Mark have the same thing like you. If I told you can go bathe, no. Mark bathe and Junior bathe by themselves because Junior have a penis and Mark have a penis. No, we're not bathing together. And we're not sleeping in the same bed together either. And if we're not sleeping in the same bed together, one head and one tail, and guess what happened to? Keep your eyes watching. And someone, if you don't know someone, a friend, Pitney, involved in that at a young age, tap invite them on the yard, don't tell them parents, don't invite them and bring them around your boy Pitney, your girl Pitney, because them are going to grow up becomes like them, because demon is looking to insert, just like I said, illegal. Dolly house and them something there. Let's talk about Dolly house. Even when me I grew up as a youth, me always want to be daddy in a Dolly house. Me always want to be the daddy in a Dolly house. And me always want to go and tap and wine, man, as a youth I grow up. Me never want to be the son. And me never want to be the brother. Me always want to be the daddy. And me be the daddy and you be the mother. And we always a dogo. Everybody know about dogo. Most of we dogo. Me used to dogo. You understand? And you know, dogo, you know, take out the club, we are rub up alcohol fronts for each other. We used to do that. So all those things have lead to expose us to things. We have to be careful of where we put our kids and how we treat our kids and who's around our kids. We have to keep close eye. Video camera is necessary. Apps on your kids' phone to track your kids. I know a little girl like Jersey now, she's a 15-year-old. 15-year-old. Somebody family. And that little pitney, be a big man she laugh up with, you know. Be a big man she laugh up with. And when I say she laugh up with the big man, I say to myself, you know what I say? That little pitney here, I get touched from Jamaica. And so say, so done. Really, I say, the little pitney left from Jamaica because of that. Good evening, everyone. Because of that. We have to be careful with our kids. A lot of us fathers and mothers are responsible for our daughters become a homosexual. A lot of us mothers and fathers are responsible for our son becomes gay because we don't pay close attention. We give them too much opportunity. We get them involved in too much game. We get them involved into so much things. And then later we ask ourselves, God, why? We say, you know what happened? I saw the daughter born, I saw the son. They never born. So we as parents have caused the harm and the danger we have put our kids in because we allow them to do certain things and allow people around them. Right? We're living in a serious time. We're living in time where kids are not listening. And the fact that they're not listening, we must be more vigilant and be more aware of these things. Right? If you have a little boy pitney and you're a boy pitney, all of a sudden you want to play with Dolly. You want to play with girly stuff. You have boy pitney in their house. And this conversation is leading from ISHAWNA X that talking about LGBT and all of that. And I'm not sitting here defending them, but I'm telling the logic of life of what it is. A lot of us have allowed our kids to do certain things. And we put a lot of pressure upon our kids and we don't pay attention to our kids into certain things. And we'll be ignorant as Black people, as Jamaican towards our kids to say, okay, you know what happened? Then this and then that. And we try to find excuses for our kids when we know that we have caused harm to them and problem why they become who them is. And when them come who them is, you can't change. There's no way you should have a boy pitney in your yard and you don't teach your boy Pitney how to do something in the yard, or how to wash up dishes, go to do a sweep up the yard, do one little work in the house. You understand? Get him involved into manly stuff. You have your boy Pitney in the house, sit down about him and watch, him and play a game, him and watch movie. Boy, near out a plate, in left plate there so. Boy come in, take off in clothes, in drop it there so. You know, give your boy Pitney no chores in the house to do. You pet, oh, they one. It's okay. Oh, okay. You can sit over there, mama got you, okay? You can go play your game. Like mothers are responsible. Mothers are responsible for how the little boy Pitney becomes homosexual because of how them treat them. And mothers are responsible for a lot of these little girls that becomes lesbian because of how them treat them. Mothers not teach Pitney, boy Pitney how to be a boy Pitney anymore. And if you are a father and want to teach them certain things now, them turn around and them they want to beat you and make you look like you're a bad father because you teach them right from wrong. You understand? It take a village to raise a child. You can raise a Pitney one way and the man raise a Pitney another way and all of that. When time the Pitney left your yard and go home, the Pitney go right back to what the Pitney was doing. You know, if you're on the same page, even if you and the man have a good communication with each other, you have a good communication with both parents. That means that something can, whatever it is. At the end of the day, your boy Pitney must be a boy Pitney and grow up to be a man and grow up to be responsible. Your girl Pitney must get up in the morning time, take out a little panty them and wash them, sweep out the house, clean the bathroom, wash up the dishes, do girly things in the house. That is what she's supposed to do. Train them out to be a woman. And that is the reason why, right? Can I check everything now? That is the reason why a lot of these boy Pitney these days grow up and in and out of relationship because their mother never teach them. The mother want to be the mother and the father. You cannot be the mother and the father at the same time. They want to teach them how to be a punk. They don't teach them how to be independent and how to be responsible. So when they go into a relationship, they don't know if to treat certain kind of woman because they don't know if to treat certain woman because guess what happened? Well, my mama never teach me that. My mama say you should this. Well, my mama say you should this. And my mama say you should that. And mothers have damaged their boy Pitney mentally and physically. And then when they damage them now, mothers want to control them Pitney when they go in a relationship. And when them go in a relationship and relationship goes bad and all of that, now, the mother's always involved in it. Just like how them involved in the Pitney life when there was a Pitney but never bend them from them small. And now them have a problem with them girlfriend. Mothers want to dictate and tell them, well, move away from her, she ain't this, she ain't that and all that. They not try to empower them to grow together. Them cause more harm to them. So even these days, young girls have to be careful of how they pick up enough of these young boy and have them because you're picking up a Barbie doll and putting in your house. You're not picking up a man in your house. Well, you never know if you pay a rent. You never know if you change a car tire. You never know if you put up a picture frame. Because guess what happened? His mother take him away from the daddy and tells him, I got you. I give you anything you want. And when they grow up and becomes the demon and grow up to becomes who them is they know, then somebody else get the blame for what they becomes. And they never take responsibility. Not saying that father is great, but a lot of fathers, hands are tied. They want the opportunity and cannot get the opportunity to be a father to their child, to their daughter and their son. And that's why a lot of times daughters stick to their fathers and sons stick to their mothers. But you have kids out there who vice versa, who stick to both parents and respect both parents. You can't have the daughter, one parent respect one parent and disrespect the other one. Your conversation and your broken relationship with you and the other partner have nothing to do with the kid. You have to be careful now, you. And someone no matter go hell, head way, side way, flip way, because you're responsible for what your kids become. You contribute to your Pitney life. You contribute for what they becomes. You contribute for the demon there. You contribute to how they look at life because you did not do a good job as a mother. You bring them for 9 months, but never do a good job as a mother to grow them and teach them certain things. And fathers don't do a good thing as fathers too. It's vice versa. Hmm? You can't have your picnic and yeah, your picnic a friend. You can't have your little boy picnic in a conversation and in a conversation use boy picnic. Yeah, mommy, that's true. Oh, mommy, your picnic fit turn aside when you are chat. Now get your picnic involved in your relationship and don't get them involved in a big people conversation. Picnic. Like when we are growing up and say, listen to me, or sit over there, so you play a picnic, but you're sharing something different. You know, mix friendship with your picnic. Because when your picnic becomes friend, not saying you must not be friend, then it becomes a problem. You cannot change the demon that somebody's picnic are. Don't try to change it, don't try to fix it. Because as I said, you have created the demon from a young age. So work with it. Deal with it. Because if you did do what you're supposed to do, it would have been a different result. Mothers need to put away things and start to make fathers play more roles in their kids' life, no matter what it is. Don't take the kid away from the father, and the father don't take the kid away from the mother. Do on the job. And if you don't do on the job, things will work out better for a lot of people. We won't have a little boy picnic a ton gay. A little girl picnic a ton lesbian. Them are disrespect, them are that. These picnic these days don't have no manners, no respect. So when we get up and beat them down and do them certain things, we need to take responsibility for what? Hmm? You motivate your kids, encourage them. It's like another thing my parents I do now. A lot of mothers. Oh, I want Junior to go to the best college. I want Kim, generational vipers, thank you. I want Kim to go to the best college. I want you to get your degree, because when you get the degree, you're gonna get a good job. You're gonna be so fabulous. You're gonna be working at Wall Street and all of that. And spend thousands of dollars for send Pitney go to college. Your boy Pitney, you send him for every degree. Work your ass off and send a poor ass boy Pitney to go get degree. And you walk about around and boast. Right? You walk around and boast. How your daughter and your son are going to top college. Your daughter and your son are doing so good in college. You can't wait for them graduate for them make up money for you. But enough of them not teach you no Pitney how to learn a damn trade. Some of you need to stop worrying about college. Try to put in a Pitney in one trade school for go learn trade. Especially these boy Pitney these days when they know nothing. You spend 20 and 30,000 for send boy go to college. If you go get degree, if you go be doctor. And when he done college, he no want to be doctor. You send him to go be, what you call it, professor, whatever it is. Boy, come out of school, no want to do that. Boy, come out of school and go turn drug dealer. Hmm? Him hand them is so soft, him no nothing but work. We need to start to teach our kids them, send them go to trade school and make them learn a trade. If they learn a trade that is profitable and can help them, you'll give them a big start in their life. Because if you can send your boy Pitney to go to one construction school to go learn how to build a house and all of that, right? Whether they like it or not. Because when you send them to go be doctor, you don't force them to go be doctor. And that's what they like. And that's why when they come out of school, they don't want to be doctor. And then every Pitney go to college. Train them to go to school, go be a mechanic to fix car, to fix road, to fix roof, to build house, to do tile work, to do brickwork, to make things. Everybody want to be doctors, but they don't want to send them to go learn the hard trade. In COVID time, a lot of people suffer because there are doctors that wasn't good and they are doing certain things that was not profitable. But if you did send them go to trade school for go learn construction, them could always have work and always camp. To them in the year so, lay down in their couch. Maybe that I go do with nails today. I go do her nails. As much as I love my daughter, I just get up and give my daughter things, Me not broke her bad. None of my people broke them bad. Me not do that. Me give them a hard word if you understand the reality of life. You have to earn it. You have to make your kids earn things. And me lay on that couch. Me get a call from the man who own the African bar. He say, Dr. Love, this woman, my lap broken. And if I don't get the lock fixed today, I can't lock the door. I come in last night tired. I say, send me a picture of the lock. Let me see what the lock look like. And then send the picture of the lock. You have a lock. Send the picture of the lock on the phone. Today. Right? See lock here. See? See? Somebody dig out that. And he said, man, I need to fix this lock for me, man, because I'm tired. And when he sent me a picture, I could have stay and just look at the picture and know what I have to do. I'm going to get up and go to Home Depot. Go buy one lock. Right? See lock I'm going to go buy him. Say, no one, that one, I'm going to give him a different one. I give him one with the angle. I go buy the lock. The lock cost me $41 for the lock. And I think about the time I drive go there. Because I always call me and give me work and whatever it is. I go there, I put on the lock and I say, okay, give me $100. And then I fix the lock. He said, thank you very much, and then give me the $100. So he give me back the money I pay for the lock. The $50 for my time, and that was cheap because I worked for him before. And $8 can give me, the lock was $41. Tax is $41. So that means $9. That thing give me, that was the $9 for my gas for drive go there. Right? Whether $2 gas or not, at $9. And me say, just give me $50. So that comes up to $100. $50 just for me to go there and take off the lock and put it on. And I took off the lock. I was done less than 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes I was done. Because I know what I'm doing. I'm going to get the money, I drive home and say, yo, thank you God, because guess what happened? I am so talented and glad that I have achieved. While I was laying there, I get a phone call to go make a quick money. I'm going to make, so in other words, I make $59. Less than 5 minutes. And I'm grateful that I did that because I'm skillful and I can do it. How much people out there can do? How much I want to picnic can go change a lock? Me have a little youth and I'm going to say, I buy one lock, put it on. When they try to teach it to young boys something, they don't want nothing. So like your brother, I'm full of skill. A lot of times my day here, some people call me, Doctor, my window broken and my window now lock. I don't know why. I say, with the lock now lock? And I say, take a picture and send me. Let me see the lock itself. Let me see what kind it is. And I can look at the picture and say, okay, the striker not working before me even go there. I know what kind of striker it is. I can just bring a striker if me I go. I say, yo, give me $40, I change it. It probably cost me $2 feet. I may probably have one from other jobs. A lot of times, old windows, I take them off old windows and save them. You understand what I'm saying? All these little things I know how to do and learn how to do. You know what I mean? Trade is the key. Teach your kids trade work. Teach a little girl, Pitney, how to do communication, trade work too. Get them involved in it. And if they don't want to get, if you're a teacher, Pitney trade and no one get involved, let them alone. Not force them in it. Because they don't know what they want. But remember that. I remember say I was trying to teach you and you didn't want to learn. So the fact you don't want to learn is when you get older, it's going to cost you to pay somebody because you did not want to learn something I was teaching you. Train your girl picnic out. Not send them people to go learn to be doctors and nurse. If you have your pitney and then don't know what to do, and send them in the army, then go in the army, go fight war, or go in and go learn a trade or something. Take them out of the house. Push them in the army, make them go in there. If you out there and you watch my young pitney and you don't know what to do with yourself, you're up and down like a rolling calf, go in the army then. The army have work for everybody. Like they said, the devil have work for your glass. You have your pitney, you don't know what to do with them. Send them in the army. Them not have to go shoot gun. They can't go in there. But then go learn a trade and now come out to be successful and use that or whatever. Give them something to do. Stop sending them go work at McDonald's, go work at Burger King. That is not a trade. That is just a little sweetie money. You have a friend, a contractor, tell them to call and give them and clean up the job site and something. The most exciting thing for me, I say, woman out there do construction. I love it. I say, wow, it's amazing. We have done so much wrong, and I ain't perfect. We have done so much wrong to our kids and don't even know it. And work your ass off and send them go to college and then come out to be drug dealer. Big bachelors and the pan corner sell dime bag, powder in a bottle. The pan roadside every day, some up black and mile and I change white t-shirt every minute and white socks. And buy Air Force One. Broken up people, stealing people car every day. Shoplifting. And then down the side and go to college, you go get degree and get bachelors and come up with one. But never teach them a trade. And when they reach a certain age, they come out of the house and go find work though. Your boy pick the house at 17 or 18, say no house boy you give him. Come out and go find something do. Get a little job and go work. Go on scrap yard and go pick up scrap or pick up water. Do something. Trade. Don't sit down in the yard. College and university is a waste of time for and waste of money for a lot of parents. And someone dead a pay back college fund and the people come out to be cruff and come out to do different things in their life. And some do come out successful. Me never go to college. I never go to college. I never graduate from school. But I come out to be very good, very talented. And come out can read. You know, me learn to read and do other things. Street college, street school, and street smart. And that helped me to be that me, who that knows that me could have build a house and do what me I do right now. And me never born with it. My parents never said me go to trade school, but when morning my mother says I get up and go to the door, go tie up grass or do something, I can't turn now house. And when me come America, when we did Jamaica, I like electrician work, but it was mighty. And when me come America, I know about construction. I mean I get a degree in it. I may end up have a construction license because guess what happened? Smart, me use good knowledge, I'm gonna go through the right thing, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna have a license. Me not no bachelor's put up. Me not a big diploma put up over me a diploma. Eh? But you know what I have? I have trade. I have trade. I have skills. I'm proud of the skills. Sometimes I laugh. Sometimes I smile. Sometimes it just come like a theme. Feels so good that I can do things. And every day I get better and better and better and better and better and better. And guess what happened? I got dead with my trade. Because guess what happened? Once you have a trade inside of you, that is a lifetime thing. And I come out on the winning side. Me not sit down at school and teach at them, but I say, listen to me. Me not have time for this. I come out of that and open my business, and here I am today. I know me a producer, I produce music. I produce artists. No more masters of artists. A lot of artists want to sit down and listen to their music and all that. I want a lot of master, a lot of music. Over almost 30 songs. I won lyrics and I won masters. So me and I have a little thing. The amount of artists, me call out some artist name when me work with and won master, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I say, really, I never know that. I won the masters. Won the masters. That means they have come to me. And me alone can sell it. Me have the masters. Big names artists. Oh, me I go, people. And Shelly Tea Time and they're going to China K and Chin. She have a song just drop. More to me, I post up on my Instagram page, more to check it out. And guys, remember, before I go, if you are not coming to the party on Saturday in New Jersey, still send me $120 and buy a ticket. Choose Zelle, Cash App, or PayPal. And if you're not coming, you can send a family member to go. It's the biggest party that's going on in New Jersey this Saturday. DJ Rye from Road International 93.5 and Glamour Wayne, the girl in Guinea-Stain, Banky Hype and Winners Empire. The biggest party that's happening this Saturday, and you don't want to miss it. We're not going to hear music we haven't heard in a long time. You understand what I'm saying? That's this Saturday. And the party is going to be at 247 Fabian Place, Newark, New Jersey. Ticket, $20, right? And the ticket is not on Eventbrite. So if you want to buy a ticket, I have tickets. You can call my number, 973-342-2487. 973-342-2487. The club open from 9 o'clock and the club over 3. If the party nice, sometimes we go to 3:30 or 4, depends, and we get a better time. WhatsApp me and say, Dr. Moore, for come to a party, how me get a party, how me buy a ticket. 973-342-2487. That's my number. You can WhatsApp me. Don't miss this party because you're going to miss a great party. The name of the party represent your color, represent your country, represent your country. So if you want to come in our shirts, a Jamaica, Trinidad, Antigua, Bermuda, whatever it is, a pants, shoes, anything, if you want to come with a flag, come. But it's going to be a musical experience this Saturday. Until we meet again, hope you learned something today. Hope you understand where I'm coming from with it. And I hope that I can do this again. I remember I don't do live all the time. I do live once in a while. But when I do have a good topic, I come and talk about it. Follow me on TikTok, Real Doctor Love Music. Follow me on Facebook, Real Doctor Love Music. Twitter, Real Doctor Love Music. And the YouTube channel, please to click that notification bell. Subscribe. That means that when we come on, you get the ping and you know it's a Doctor of Life, so you won't miss anything. Because if you miss, then you have to go back and watch. But when you go ping, you know it's the Doctor Love is live and all that, right? Big up on yourself and everybody be safe for this 4th of July weekend. Don't drink and drive. Leave your gun and your knife at home. Don't get into any problem out there. Enjoy the holiday and hopefully that we will talk soon. And I will see you guys on Saturday and I may come back on this week. Well, I'm going to come back on, but I depend on what it is. Until we meet again, I'm out and about. And thanks everybody that have contributed today towards the program. Big up on yourself and one love. I won't say love all of you because some of me don't love you because I don't know no. But respect you know, and love who love me and all of who me love you know myself. But me now tell everybody on the page I love you because guess what happened? I be a hypocrite. I'm not a hypocrite. About love you, and love you because you give me $5 or $10. I tell them love you. I'm not upon that. Respect you and I appreciate your money, I appreciate you. But me not tell you I love you. Because sometimes me not love my own damn self sometimes. So I ain't no hypocrite all the time, but I'm hypocrite most of the time. Hello, I'm out and about. You know, I'm just speaking